Among all of the people travelling to the north in the next few days is likely to be the teacher Asma Mustafa, who's preparing to return home with her two daughters and father. Well, she joins us live now from Nuseirat refugee camp in central Gaza. Asma, thank you for joining us here on BBC News. Tell me about those plans then to return home, because I gather your brother has already left to try to go back to your original home in the north.
Yeah, actually, this is the middle of Gaza. After 8 displacement times from the north to east of Rafah, then to the west of Rafah, then to east of Khan Yunis, then to the west of Khan Yunis, to Deir al-Balah, and finally to Nuseirat. I was displaced 8 times with my daughters and my family. I couldn't imagine that I will live the moment of the ceasefire agreement announcement. It was like a dream for every civilian here in Gaza. After 15 months of genocide, people here were celebrating that they have survived and survived. And my daughters and I were, 3 of those survivors. Yes, my brother left in the first day, left at the middle of Gaza to the north. Where we left our hearts there, our houses, our memories, our lives, our belongings, everything, every single moment that we have recorded in our life, our garden, our trees, our everything. He told us this morning that he has found nothing. I asked him several times, do you see anything of my belongings? Unfortunately, he said, no, nothing of your belongings, sister.
And what is
that? It's nothing you have. Okay. Then we are planning in a couple of days to...
Sorry, there's a delay on the line, so I'm going to ask you a question. Just tell me, describe to me what it feels like potentially going back to nothing. Well, clearly, I thought there was a delay on the line, but the line has frozen, so apologies for that. Just one of the many people heading back. I want to show you the live pictures because those are still coming in to the building, because thousands of people making that journey there. As you can see, the roads absolutely packed with cars and every other device that people there are returning north. And only yesterday, Hamas were saying that they thought 300,000 people had made the journey. So those the live pictures. We were trying to restore that line. It doesn't look like we're able to do that, but as I say that, I can see the line flick back up. So maybe we can return to that teacher Asma Mustafa. Asma, I hope I've got you back.
Yes.
You were just describing what your brother has told you, and I wanted to ask you what it feels like to potentially going back to absolutely nothing.
I felt broken for the first time. I felt broken for the first moment that I heard I lost everything, but my heart is fulfilled with hope, because I have my daughters, I have myself, I have my students, I have the work, I have a future. Since people are still alive, they can do their effort to rebuild the mines. We are going to rebuild the mines. We are going to rebuild Gaza. And of course, I will rebuild my house. Of course, I will, I will have, my daughters like 2 flowers in the future. They will grow up and they will be like seeds of hope, and then trees of the future, of just like the other children in Gaza. That's my feeling for the first time, broken and happy at the same time, optimistic and pessimistic at the same time. Everything in my heart is like a kind of paradoxical emotions at the same moment together.
Well, Asma Mustafa, we will leave it there because the line keeps flicking in and out, but you give us just a flavour of your family's journey in the days ahead. So thank you so much for joining us on today's Verified Live. Thanks so much for your time. More on all of our main stories coming up in a moment around the world and across the UK. You're watching BBC News.